This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning everyone. Shalom Aleichem, Bruchim Abbaim. We're continuing in Mishnah Berura, Daf Hashavua. We are up to Siman, Ayin Vav, Sif Zayin. Safek im tzah b'bayis. If you're mesupik, is there tzaya in the house? Mutar likros, you're allowed to say Shema. Decheskas bayis she'em ba tzaya. The house has a presumptive status that there's no tzaya. Safek im tzaya ba'ashba. If you're mesupik, you're in doubt whether there's tzaya in the garbage asur, then it is prohibited. Mishum decheskas ashba sheyesh ba tzaya. A ashba, a garbage heap, is in a presumptive status that there is tzaya. Aval safek mei raglayim. But if there's urine, afilu ba'ashba, even by a garbage mutter, mishum tloi asur Torah likros k'neged mei raglayim. The Torah never prohibited to say Shema opposite urine, ela k'neged amud shel kiluach, only opposite the flow. V'achar shenafal lo mitzvah ela midrabanan, after it falls, it's only rabbinic. U'v'sveikan lo gazu, and they were not gozer by a suffix. So suffix in the house, you're allowed to say Shema. Suffix in the garbage, it's asur. It's b'cheskas tzaya. Suffix meraglayim is mutter even ba'ashba, because meraglayim is only drabanan. The isser d'oraisa is only connected the flow. Says the Mishnah Berura Sivkatan Chavez mutter likros vehecha dematzat tzaya. Where you find tzaya, any adam who tzayas klavim or sharbehim or v'chayo tzayas adam. You're not sure, is it the tzaya of a dog, which is mutter, or another animal, or the tzaya of a person? You follow what is more likely. Guys, if there are children, if there are babies, more than there are dogs in the area, then even the house is asur. Likewise, the opposite in a garbage. If there are more dogs around than little babies, then it's mutter. If there are more dogs, we will assume it's from a dog and it's mutter. But this is talking about where you check the garbage. And the only tzah you found was this. So then we could say if there are more dogs around than children, then it's mutter. Then dilav hachi, but if you didn't check the ashba, halay amrina, we already said the stam ashba chazak sheish bat tzaya. Stam, a garbage, has a presumptive status that there is tzaya. The regilin lihipanoisham, because that area is usually used for a person to defecate. V'chein pasku achroinim kamagin avram. The achroinim also paskin like the Magen Avram. This is the Magen Avram who says, Azlinan bazeh basar hamatzoi. In other words, in a situation where you have tzaya and you don't know who it's from, so we would follow the Magen Avram that we go basar hamatzoi. So if they're children, then even babayis it's asur. If they're more klavim, then even ba'ashba it's mutter. Now, what age tzaya do you have to be careful from? In Siman Pei Aleph Sivkat and Beis and Gimel, it's when a child would normally eat a kezayis of dagan b'chdei achilas pras, and the right thing to do is even to distance from the tzaya of a katan ben shmoina yamim. Okay, we'll see that when we get to Siman Pei Aleph. Now, a bias is b'cheska that doesn't have tzaya. V'ematzoi sham ktan, if there are a lot of children there, tzarach livdaik, you would have to check it. Again, that was back in the day where it was there was a likelihood that there was an issue. Okay. The Mishnah Berura continues. The cheskas ashba lav chazaka gemura. It's not an absolute chazaka. Imken afil b'mei raglayim haya asar. Because if it was a chazaka, there was if there's an absolute chazaka, then even by meraglayim, if you're mesupik of this meraglayim, we should say chazaka. It is likely to have tzaya there. Alkein, therefore, asar at sheyivdak, it's asar until you check. Achakach matzasi shekain kasav levush. Afterwards, says the Chavetz Chaim, I found that the levush also says this. So this can't be an outright chazaka, because safek meraglayim, we would not say safek draban lekula if there's a chazaka. It's just a derech. Safek meiraglayim. V'imhu yader shu kan meiraglayim. If you know there is urine here, and you're mesupik whether a revius of water was put in it, Kasav Chayadam writes the Kivan des Chazak Yisura, since it's a cheskas isser, there definitely is urine. The question is whether you took care of it properly. Asura, it's asar. I'm sorry, Kivan des Chazak Yisura, since it's becheskas isser, azlina and l'chumra, we would go l'chumra afilu b'milsa d'Rabbanan, even something d'Rabbanan m'kamakayim b'shas hadchak. Nevertheless, if there's a pressing circumstance, sheyizbata al yedei zeh mikriya shema tefillah, that you will lose out on shema and tefillah, and so therefore, in other words, the case is there was meraglam and you're not sure if you were mevatel it. Yuchal lismach ala poiskim, you can rely on those poiskim that hold the afilu bazeh azlinan lekula b'milsa d'Rabbanan. That even in such a case, we would be mekel on an Isser D'Rabbanan. We would not use chazaka, but we would say Safek D'Rabban L'Kula. Ve'im eira loy kazeh b'tsoya. If such a thing happened by tsoya, namely, the hainu shu yodea she'akan sababais. You know there was tsoya. V'nestapik in pinu. The question is, you're mesupik if you cleared it out. Nira da asr likrois. It would seem that it's asr to say Shema u'lespalel ad she'yizbar loy, because now it's not a Safek D'Rabbanan, it's a Safek D'Oraisa. Nira da asr likrois espalel she'yizbar loy, the halohi milsa D'Oraisa. I'm not sure why the Chavetz Chaim says Nira, l'chayra it is pashat. Now, by even in an ashpa, we would be mekel by Safek meraglayim. Now we're talking about where you checked the garbage. Shalai nimsa b'atzai, that you didn't find some. V'gam she'in magiyah mimena reich ra, and it doesn't smell. Dilav hachi, because otherwise, forget the meraglayim. There's an issue of tzaya. Tepek misham ashba gufa. You should establish it that it's prohibited because of the garbage itself. K'may shekasa b'siman ayin tesav ches kineged ha'amud, opposite the flow. Urine dripping out of someone is not considered a flow, and it's not asur midaraisa. But the Divrei Chaim, amazingly, the Grach Sanzer questions this ruling of the Rosh Ayin Sham. Later on, in the Hakdama to Siman Ayin Tes, the Mishabur writes, Pepshitos Shoises Ein is only D'Rabbanan. Okay, Rabbi, so let's hold it over here. Regarding Monday, I'm not sure. I don't know yet. Stay tuned for the upcoming schedule, okay? Thanks everybody for joining. Have a great Shabbos HaGadol. And have a Gadol Shabbos HaGreat. Have a Kol Tov, Agon Shabbos. Kol Tov.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.